All right, let's talk a little hoops, shall we? The Lakers will be without LeBron James for the near future as we welcome in senior NBA insider Shams Charania now for an update. Shams, what more can you tell us about LeBron and his health?
Christine, I'm told LeBron James is receiving treatment around the clock on that strained groin. I'm told he is expected to miss at least 1 to 2 weeks with the injury. The good news here, though, is that unlike 2018, when LeBron James had a torn groin muscle, he did not hear a pop in that groin on Saturday night in Boston. Over the last 2 seasons, the Lakers have been dealing with competing for a play-in tournament slot over the last 2 seasons. This year, they are in the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. They have a level of cushion, and they're able to be cautious with LeBron James for the real stretch run in the playoffs. But right now, LeBron James is going to be evaluated again, really day by day, hoping that that groin improves over the next week to 2 weeks.
All right, LeBron has played in 58 of the team's 62 games through Saturday's game against the Celtics. We'll see what that looks like after he is possibly coming back in 1 to 2 weeks. Shams Charania, thank you so much for the insight. Charania is reporting that LeBron James is out 1 to 2 weeks with a groin strain. The Lakers were cruising with 8 straight wins heading into Saturday's matchup against the rival Celtics, but LeBron went down and the streak was snapped. He missed 17 games in 2018-19 with a groin injury. But LeBron's injury couldn't come at a worse time for the Lakers. After playing the Nets tonight, they have a trio of back-to-backs, starting with road games against the Bucks and the Nuggets on Thursday and Friday. The Lakers are the only team that plays 6 games in an 8-day span this season. As we welcome in NBA reporter Dave McMenamin. Dave, what more can you tell us about LeBron as he tries to recover from this injury?
Christine, the Lakers training staff is allowing that groin injury of LeBron's to, quote, calm down before they go for further evaluation. At that point, they'll be able to figure out a treatment plan and a recovery schedule. But that hasn't happened yet. So all we know right now is certainly he's out against the Nets. And as Shams Charania and I have reported, it's going to be a period of weeks that he's expected to be out, not days. And so, right now the priority is just allowing LeBron that injury to rest, and then they're going to go in and evaluate it again and see where they can go in terms of finding a pathway back to him on the court.
Okay, so big picture, after tonight's game in Brooklyn, the Lakers have road games against the Bucks and then the Nuggets before a 5-game homestand. What can you tell us about the team's strategy and emphasis while LeBron is out?
Yeah, LeBron's not the only player out tonight in Brooklyn. They'll be missing their starting center, Jackson Hayes, out again with a knee injury. There's no Dorian Finney-Smith, who's out with an ankle injury, and Rui Hachimura continues to be out, and he's a starter for them as well with a knee injury of his own. Now, I spoke to a source close to Luka Doncic, and he is echoing the same message that LeBron did to him when he was traded to Dallas to LA, and he was out with a calf injury. LeBron's messaging to Luka was, take your time, get healthy. We want you to be you when you are ready to be you. Luka's sending the same message back to LeBron. Take your time, get healthy, get ready, because we want you to be you when you come back. That's our best version of ourselves. Meanwhile, with all those players out of the lineup, Luka's not looking at it like, I need to be the guy to take care of everything through this. He feels like everybody will be involved in picking up the pieces while LeBron is out.
Yeah, LeBron James, 40 years old. They definitely want him to take it slow and be at 100% before they push him out there. Dave McMenamin, thank you.
In the figurative sense, 13 wins and counting. And listen, we've gone on record. Me and Randy are not farmers, but we know healthy Cavs when we see them. And none healthier than Spider Mitch and these Cavaliers trying to get to their second 14-game win streak of the season. This will help. Spider using his Cavs to elevate, hit the triple, 15 points for him. Cavs starting a run right here, less than a minute later. D-Wade in the corner. Dean Wade in the corner. It's a 6-0 run, 7 minutes to go. Giannis had 30 points in this game for the Bucks, who have had a hard time beating the top 3 teams in the East. They haven't. 0-3 against Boston, 0-3 against Cleveland, 0-2 against the Knicks. Isaac Okoro, he hit the triple, then he got it done close range. Darius Garland, he went to Jarrett. It was part of a 13-0 run. The Cavaliers now get their 14th straight win, 112-100. All 5 starters were in double-digit in scoring. So with their 14th straight win, Cavs now on pace to win 69 games this season. That put them in a tie for 3rd most by any team in the season in league history. 3 of the other 4 teams to reach that mark won the NBA title. It was the Warriors who lost in 7.
A lot of underrated cities involved here. Cleveland's a great city. Milwaukee's a great city. OKC,
Milwaukee's a great city.
Denver, tremendous. Let's get to the MVP statement. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander not sneaking up on anybody himself anymore. SGA got to work early, getting to the rim, getting to the basket again. He's got 40 in back-to-back games. He said that's what it's all about for me. I love MVPs. I love All-Stars. I love all the accolades that come with it. None of it matters if you don't win. Well, it turns out this is probably a cake and icing thing this season because OKC is winning and SGA is the prohibitive favorite to win the NBA MVP award, minus 700 at ESPN Bet. The lead was 8. Nikola Jokic trying to chip away at it. I said, no, Chip, don't do it. Jokic goes for 24, 13, and 9. He was dealing with
funny every time.
An arm issue. And Russell Westbrook rebound. Jamal Murray, blue arrow, bottoms. That was his only 3, though. He was 1 for 5 from distance. It was snug. It was only a 3-point deficit going into the 4th. And then OKC outscored Denver by 21 points in the 4th quarter. And SGA was a big reason why.
21.
He's going to drive a little step back, too. And then he was only 2 of 11 from distance, but we're going to show you both threes.
Oh.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 40 points again. That's 3 straight games. You go with 8 rebounds and 5 times Thunder by 24. Now, OKC up 12 games on the Lakers and Nuggets with under 20 games remaining for most teams. Teams 2 through 5 out west jam-packed together. OKC could clinch the top seed as early as this weekend. It really is inevitable.
All right, to that number 2 team in the Western Conference, LeBron James expected to miss at least 1 to 2 weeks with a growing strain. That, according to what sources are telling our Shams Charania. LeBron downplayed the injury after Saturday night's loss in Boston. Shams says the Lakers are bracing to be without him for a period of time and will be cautious as they hang on to that 2 seed out west. To dive more into it, NBA reporter Dave McMenamin joining the program. Mac-10, fantastic to see you. When could we get a clearer timeline on LeBron's recovery?
Gary, the Lakers training staff are allowing the groin injury for LeBron to, quote, calm down before they seek medical imaging. So that could be the course of a couple days before we learn more about what the strain is, whether it's a grade 1, grade 2. Obviously, grade 3 would be pretty devastating, but that's not the expectation here. In the meantime, as you mentioned, sources have told both me and Shams Charania that his absence is expected to be measured in weeks and not days. And so the Lakers have this tough stretch ahead of them, 6 games in the course of 8 days starting on Thursday, and they could be missing LeBron for the entirety of that stretch.
You're talking about it's measured in weeks. We have about 4 weeks left in the regular season, so we're running up against it. Lakers are second in the West. They have Luka for times like this. What is LA's approach here without LeBron going forward?
You know, a team source told me that it's business as usual, that they've already had to establish a next up mentality throughout the entire season, and this will only extend to the period that they're facing right now. There was no outside of the ordinary messaging that was delivered to the team as they had their meetings from Boston to New York in preparation for this Nets game, and certainly they had already begun to put the ball in Luka's hands. He's on a stretch right now, averaging over 30 points and 10 assists over his last 4 games. They're just going to continue to have him be the hub of the offense. And certainly the fact that they got Austin Reeves back from that that hamstring injury that he was feeling before LeBron had to go out is a benefit, because this will now be Luka and AR shouldering the load of the Lakers offense while LeBron's getting right.
Man, and that offense is going to have to be working overtime. LA has 7 games in the next 11 days, 2 against Milwaukee and 2 against Denver, who right now they're evened up with second seed in the Western Conference. That's Dave McMenamin joining us with the latest this morning on SportsCenter. Mac-10, much appreciated.
All right, finish of the